Who really holds the power? Social hierarchy explained with real-life examples. Ever felt like you're working hard but someone else always ends up on top? Like they got the same job as you, same hours, same boss, but somehow they get more respect, more trust, more chances. You're not imagining things, you're just not seeing the game. In every workplace, every friend group, every damn cafeteria table, there's a ladder, not always official, but it's there, a social hierarchy. Some people are born into the top, some fight their way up, some just know how to play it better, and others stay stuck wondering what they're missing. Let's be real, you've seen it happen, that guy who talks to the boss like they're buddies, even when he messes up he gets off easy, or that woman who always knows things before everyone else, always in the loop, always one step ahead. You think it's luck or that they're just nice, but there's more to it. People move up because they learn how to read the room, they spot who's respected, who's feared, who's invisible, then they act accordingly. You walk into a break room, there's laughter in one corner, silence in another. Where do you sit? Your answer already tells you where you stand. At your job there are leaders with no title, no uniform, no office, but when they speak people listen. That's power. Not all power comes from being loud, some of it comes from being needed. The guy who fixes the machines when they break, he doesn't talk much but everyone knows without him the whole line stops. He doesn't have to yell, he just raises an eyebrow, people pay attention. Or the woman who remembers everyone's birthdays, knows who's fighting with who, knows which supervisor to avoid when they're in a mood. She's not a manager but somehow she manages the vibe of the whole team. That's soft power, but it's still power. Meanwhile, you're quiet, you stay out of the drama, you keep your head down and wonder why no one notices you, why you get left off group texts, why no one asks what you think. You're not playing the game, so the game plays you. Hierarchy isn't always about control, sometimes it's about visibility, who's seen, who's heard, who's remembered. Think about it, you've had a great idea in a meeting, didn't say it, then someone else says the same thing, everyone nods, praises them, and you sit there thinking, that was mine. But it wasn't, not anymore, because you didn't claim it. The game rewards timing, confidence, connections, not always talent. You might be the best worker, but if no one knows what you do, if no one connects your name to your value, you stay in the shadows. The hierarchy runs on perception. There are two kinds of people at work, those who understand how people move and those who get moved. Which one are you? Ever noticed who people turn to when things go wrong? Who they trust with secrets? Who they avoid disappointing? It's not always the boss, sometimes it's the quiet one, the one who listens, the one who can shift a room without raising their voice. People follow power even if it's unspoken, and once someone is seen as high status, they get the benefit of the doubt. Their mistakes look like experiments, their silence looks like wisdom. Meanwhile, you make one slip and it's a problem. So how do you climb the ladder? First, stop waiting for fairness. This isn't school, there's no teacher grading you. Second, watch more than you talk. Who does everyone listen to? Who do they ignore? Third, choose your moments, speak when it matters, be silent when it's just noise. And most importantly, know your value, not just in your head but in how you move, how you carry yourself, how you take up space. You can't win the game if you don't know you're in one. You ever seen someone walk into a room and the whole energy shifts? They don't have to say a word, people just notice. That's not by accident, that's built over time, over choices, over quiet power moves. The person who gets the raise isn't always the one working hardest, sometimes it's the one who knows how to ask, when to ask, who to ask. They understand one thing: effort is silent, visibility is loud. If you want to rise, you have to learn both. Do your job but don't disappear, help others but don't get used, speak up but not just to fill space. The hierarchy doesn't care how nice you are, it cares how strong you look under pressure. The people at the top, they don't show weakness easily. That doesn't mean they're not afraid, it just means they've trained themselves to show calm when others panic. You ever lose your cool in front of a supervisor? That moment sticks. They don't forget it, not because they're cruel but because the game is watching even when you think no one is. Real life isn't fair, but it is readable. Every space you enter has roles already playing out. Your job is to spot them, then choose where you stand. You don't have to be fake, you don't have to kiss up, but you do have to choose wisely who you align with, what you say yes to, what you walk away from. Sometimes climbing the social ladder isn't about stepping up, it's about stepping sideways, away from drama, away from chaos, toward people who move with purpose. Look around your job right now, who's really respected? Not feared, respected. What do they do differently? Start there. Then ask yourself, are you seen as reliable? As resourceful? As the kind of person people want around? Or just someone who does the job and goes home? There's nothing wrong with doing your job, but don't let that be your whole story. People remember presence, not just productivity. Sometimes the loudest person in the room is just noise, and sometimes the quietest is writing the rules. You don't need to be liked by everyone, you need to be respected by the right ones. You don't need to control the group, you need to control your image. If people can't place you, they'll place you low by default, so give them a reason to think again. Power isn't just for politicians, it's in every workplace, every group, every lunch break. Someone's holding it, why not you? But first you have to see where you're standing, who's around you, and what moves are actually on the table. Some people get crushed because they play checkers in a world that runs on chess. Moves have consequences. Every step you take tells people who you are. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be intentional. Every day is a chance to shift the game, one decision at a time. Ask less, is this fair? Ask more, what does this move do for my position? You're not just surviving here, you're building a role whether you know it or not. So ask yourself next time you clock in, where am I in this game? And what do I want them to see when they look at me?